Hello, slimes and non-slimes alike. Rosie here. And we are approaching the end of the year. Only about 2 weeks left if my calendar isn't skewed. So, with nothing more to say, I'm just going to explain what's going to happen for the channel for the next 2 weeks. So, next week is hopefully going to be another song track sing. You've probably seen I've made 2 of them so far, Foreboding Air and Stalwart Heart. I plan on hopefully making another song before the year ends. And you'll probably notice if I didn't finish it, if it ends up being like an Overwatch montage or something. So yeah, hopefully that's going to be next week's upload, and then the last upload for the year is just going to be some basic announcement stuff for the future of the channel going into 2026. So yeah, this video is just going to be incredibly short, as that's kind of all I wanted to say. And the fact that I originally was planning on having the music ready for this week, but well, as you can see, it didn't pan out that well. I'm still working on it. So, with that all being said, there's only really these duels left to talk about, and I'll just see if you can figure out the common thread between the 3 matches here. I hit this guy with the forbidden light from the same side that for some reason shouldn't catch anyone. Let's be honest. If you're getting hit by same side Conqueror lights, I think you need to go get your reactions tested. See if you got some early onset dementia. But like I said, if they ever added Conqueror's roll catch, I would play a lot more Conqueror, and I have, as they did finally add the roll catch a while ago, but I haven't had the time to just make a dedicated video on it, so I guess this is somewhat of a dedicated video. I don't play Conqueror throughout the rest of the other games. I play other characters, but this match was fun. Conqueror finally feels somewhat playable, and I'm really liking the changes, so I've been playing a lot more of them lately. But this next match, I'm up against a Nuxia. This guy is like a level 4 Nuxia and doesn't even have a rep on them, but he was like a total rep 129 or something like that. So I didn't really know what to expect from him, outside of like maybe his fundamentals being just absolutely just washing me. And he sort of does, but not this round. VG is just doing VG things. I said it once, I believe, and I'll say it again. VG is a guilty pleasure hero of mine. I don't know why she's fun, I just find her fun. I couldn't tell you why, though. So many people have told me that VG's kit is just boring. I have to heavily disagree. I just think the counterplay to it is boring. Because it's just standard 50-50 reads, and if you play Jeanhu, I mean, he plays really similarly to VG in a sort of twisted way. Like, you have the same unblockable soft feint mix-ups, and you have the same immediate access into a bash mix-up after landing the unblockable, like VG does. You can see that I kind of thought that I had the kill there, but she lived on like 1 HP. But as I was saying, Jeanhu, I mean, has very similar mix-ups and pressure to Varangian Guard, because with the dodge cancels, he can do basically the headbutt mix-up that VG can do after she lands her pin. So in Duels they end up playing very similar, but in Dominion it's a completely different ballgame. But yeah, we can just kind of see that this Nuxia is figuring how to play the character finally. So I'm put a bit more on the back foot, having to be a bit more careful about the light interrupts and the traps, as I just fall for one right there. I gotta remember I need to start using my zone attacks more with Varangian, as those do a lot more damage. Well, not a lot more damage. I think it's only like 2 more damage than the light attacks, but I gotta remember to use them more. More damage is more damage after all. So we're going into round 4. I have to say, this guy is sort of really afraid to use traps. I'm not sure if it's because, you know, he doesn't know how to play Nuxia, if he just straight up just doesn't know how to actually input them. But he's used them like twice so far, so I'm still very cautious about him using it, but I'm just doing VG things. I'm just parrying a lot more than I honestly should be against a Nuxia, but as I said, this guy's not exactly the best Nuxia, so I can somewhat get away with it. And that is GG's, as I read the fact that he's going to go for a light interrupt, as he's been throwing out a lot of them throughout that round. I don't know if you've noticed. Final match of the game. Final match of the game? Final match of the video, I should say. I'm playing Sohei. He's not really strong, but that doesn't stop him from being extremely fun. I could have let that heavy fly. I'm gonna be completely honest. I just canceled it, and that ended up getting me guard broken. As you can see, this Orochi's playing very, very safe. Very unlike any other Orochis I play. Most Orochis I end up going against sort of just spam buttons in the hopes that they just win you with overwhelming offense. I go ahead, I get a nice parry here. I'm trying to get my stacks. I definitely could have parried that looking at it now, but I just end up folding quickly. Unfortunately, he gets the nice read on me. I don't know if you noticed that, but he sort of lags a bit there. Like he walks forward and then he rubber bands back. He never does this again. He never rubber bands in the match again. It was only at the end of the round there, so I have no idea what happened. But I realized in the first round I was sort of threatening the opener bash without ever actually using the opener bash, so this round I just straight up just decided, you know what, I'm going to let every opener bash fly. Definitely could have hidden him with the hyper armor there, but go ahead and get a nice little zone mix up there. Guard break. I think I do something really stupid here. I cancel the unblockable into the bash, and it somehow catches him. I don't know why I do this with Sohei. I do this a lot with Sohei, and it's just stupid how consistent it works. Just throw it unblockable, feint it, opener bash, they're dead. I don't know why I do it, but I'm gonna keep doing it because it keeps working, so there's that. This guy dodges backwards, which was just bad on his end. My zone clipped him there. If it's one thing I do hate about Sohei, is that your stamina just fucking disappears. So I go ahead, I get my souls here, and I think I just let it rip immediately, yeah. Moment he stops attacking, I let it rip, and as you can see, he didn't like that. So that's the end of the video. See you all next time.